My name is Ryan Miller, and I moved into a quiet little neighborhood that felt safe, calm, normal. But the woman across the street ruined that illusion the first night I arrived. She stood on her porch, thin and pale, wearing a faded nightgown. Gray hair draped down her shoulders like dusty ropes. But what terrified me wasn't her appearance. It was her eyes, wide open, fixed on my house, unblinking. I waved. She didn't move. Hours later, she was still there, staring. I closed my curtains, but at 2:17 a.m. something pulled me awake. The room felt colder, heavier. I peeked through a tiny gap in the curtain. She was still there. Same spot, same stare, same unblinking eyes. Every day, she stood outside. Morning, noon, midnight, watching my house as if she was waiting for something to happen, or trying to warn me. I tried to ignore her, but by the 7th day, I snapped. I crossed the street and approached her. "Ma'am, are you okay?" Nothing. Her eyes didn't even flick to me. Then suddenly, her lips parted. "Don't let the shadow in." Her knees buckled. She fell to the porch with a sickening crack. I called 911, but when the police checked the house, they told me something impossible. No one lives here. This house is abandoned. I told them I saw her. I talked to her, but inside the house was nothing but dust, old newspapers, and empty rooms. That night the knocking started, soft, from inside my walls, then from beneath the floor, then from the basement door. My dog, Max, growled nonstop at the door for standing on end. At 3:12 a.m., a whisper slid through the cracks. "Ryan, I'm cold. Let me in." I froze. It wasn't the old woman's voice. It sounded like someone imitating her, badly. Then a deeper voice echoed behind it. She didn't blink because she never slept. She watched for me. "Now it's your turn." I backed away in terror as the basement doorknob jiggled. Max barked like he was ready to rip something apart.
The next morning, I went back into the abandoned house, desperate for answers. I found exactly one thing inside: a Polaroid picture. It showed the old woman staring at the camera from her porch. And behind her was a tall, shadowy figure with fingers like branches, its face melted into darkness. On the back, a message: "When she stops watching, it chooses someone new." I felt something breathe behind my ear. I ran out of the house without looking back. When I reached the street, I looked at my own house. Something tall was standing in my bedroom window, still, watching me, unblinking. I didn't go back. I drove off in the middle of the night, Max trembling in the passenger seat. I ended up in a cheap motel miles away. For a moment, I felt relief. Until tonight. At exactly 3:12 a.m., Max woke me with low whimpers. I looked out the window. The old woman was standing under the motel sign. Not the shadow. Her. Same nightgown. Same pale skin. Same eyes, still unblinking. She slowly raised her arm and pointed at my room. Then her mouth stretched wider than humanly possible. "You left too soon," she whispered. "You were never supposed to run." My heart nearly stopped, because suddenly, the shadow rose behind her, and she wasn't warning me anymore. She was guiding it. The true twist hit me like ice. She wasn't protecting me from the shadow. She was leading the shadow to its next victim. And she never blinked, because she was never human in the first place.